Strang, and I'm the Deputy Director of Crisis Services for the Road Home. I have the privilege of overseeing our emergency shelter services each and every day for those who are in need of shelter in our community. It's been a crazy couple of months. We've experienced an earthquake and a pandemic, and we have been faced each and every day with figuring out new strategies and new ways to make sure that our families and our staff are safe each and every day. We could not have done what we've accomplished over the past few months without the support of the wonderful community that we live in and that continues to support those who are most in need each and every day. Everything from the variety of homemade masks that we've had. These allow us to keep our staff safe, our guests safe. They help us with social distancing measures, which can be so challenging in a facility and building that's made for congregate living. Social distancing and private spacing is really hard to come by, and the help of the community has helped us to be able to strategize and implement new practices. We've staggered meal times, we've created barriers so that when guests and staff are speaking that they can maintain the appropriate distancing or have a shield if needed. And we have been able to provide each and every staff and client with masks to be able to keep themselves and their families and loved ones safe. So thank you for everything that you have done to enable us to continue to provide the services that are much needed in our community each and every day. Homelessness is such a tricky situation to face. It's also very different recording yourself. I don't know if any of you have ever done this before, but it's really different talking and seeing yourself versus just talking. So bear with me while we go through this. When we look at homelessness, we oftentimes hear so many myths about someone not working hard enough or not trying hard enough. And what we know about homelessness is that it oftentimes is circumstances that are outside of someone's control. It's the loss of a job. It's living in a congregate setting with your family or in a bunked up situation where someone in the family passes away or they lose their income and the home that you've been living in is lost. It often is precipitated by multiple factors that come together that then an individual or a family is faced with homelessness. That really has been highlighted in our community over the past months as we face this pandemic, followed by this earthquake, followed by the stay safe, stay home measures. And I oftentimes have had to reflect on how lucky that I am that I've had a home for my family to be in and for my loved ones to be in, and that I haven't been faced with the experience of homelessness. It makes me feel even more so for those folks who haven't been able to take those same safety and precautionary measures for those families, and has really highlighted the importance of the work that we're doing each and every day here in our facilities. As someone comes into our center, one of the most important things we want to have them know is that they're going to be met and greeted with someone who is there to help them strategize and problem solve. Oftentimes homelessness comes in the face of a crisis and emotions can be high. We're there to meet with them, to talk about what their situation and circumstances are, and to figure out how we can best support them. Each person will meet with a diversion specialist where they have the opportunity to discuss where their previous living situation was in the community, if that's a situation they can return home to, or if they're in need of a shelter bed. Once that's been determined, our diversion team will help get them to the appropriate location. As they come in, we want to strategize with them about their goals for ending their homelessness and getting housed. Always keeping in mind a housing-focused approach where we never lose sight of that our goal here is to help re-engage families in the community in their own living circumstances. Within that, it comes in so many different ways. Each family and each individual is assigned a case manager that can get to know them, that can understand their challenges and their struggles that they're facing, and help them to navigate the system. It's very complex and confusing. A while back, I had to get a new Social Security card, and navigating that was really difficult. So how can we help support our folks who have limited resources to navigate complex government agencies to get what they need to return to housing? Sometimes that means we're looking at getting them medical insurance so that they can meet their needs in terms of getting their health met or their mental health needs met. We also help them navigate getting on government benefits and assistance as needed so that they're able to feed their families and know that when they move into housing, they will always have that resource. For individuals, it's employment. It's figuring out what are the job opportunities and what are the affordable housing opportunities in our community. Because each of those combined together are what will make our families successful within this. As we look at going forward, we want to know that we can help provide them with meals for their families while they are here. At the Men's Resource Center, we provide 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, in partnership with other community partners. And at the family shelter, we provide our families with individual kitchen spaces for 6 families at a time to cook meals for their families and be able to serve them. We worked closely with the University of Utah to provide food assistance and healthy meal planning, all of those things that come with raising our families and with keeping our own selves healthy, our own bodies healthy. We want to always keep in mind that homelessness is a journey. It's not an event. It's something that started with a key event, and we're here to help them on their journey through this homeless process, through the challenges that can happen, and eventually exit into their own home. I have to say that there's nothing more powerful than watching a family pack and watching an individual who was searched for months and months find the apartment that feels right to them, find the shared housing situation that feels right to them, and be able to go through that process and see the pride when they enter into their new home, the thankfulness that they have, when they know that they now have a space that is theirs, that when we have a stay safe, stay home issue, they have somewhere that is theirs to be able to do that. And we could not do it without the generosity and support of the community and of the community members just like you. So thank you for everything that you do to help us make our job possible. Because without you, we couldn't help support those who are most in need in our community.